I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing.
Welcome to the ND 500 podcast. Today's text comes from Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 2. Now the Lord said to Abraham, "Get out of your country, from your family, and from your father's house, to a land that I will show you. I will make you a great nation. I will bless you, and I will make your name great, and you shall be a blessing." On June 28th, I celebrated my 40th birthday. But the very next day, something interesting happened. Music artist Drake released a new album, Scorpion album. That album has gone on to break many records. In fact, it's the first album that has over 1 billion streams within its first week. But by far, the number one song on that album is In My Feelings. And when I listened to that song, he started naming names, and I thought to myself that this guy really is in his feelings. And at that same time, I thought to myself that sometimes as Christians, just like it was with Abraham, God has blessings for us. God is trying to make our name great. But sometimes when we encounter obstacles, we get all in our feelings. We start thinking about the people who have wronged us. We start thinking about the people who are either on our side or not on our side. And we're all in our feelings, and we forget about the promises that God has given us. Sometimes the obstacles that we go through in life blinds us. And so on today, I just want to encourage you to look back at the story of Abraham. When you get into your feelings, when you start encountering things that you think that you shouldn't be encountering, just look at Abraham. Abraham was well in his age. Abraham was a businessman. Abraham was well established. Abraham had a family. And here it is, God comes to Abraham and tells him to pack his things and go to a land that he didn't even know. So Abraham had to trust God when God told him that he had something great for him, that he was going to make his name great. And although it was hard for Abraham stepped out and trusted God. And so on today, whatever it is that you're going through, I encourage you to step out there, step out on faith, and trust God. And I guarantee you that God will bless you. But don't just take my word for it. In your spare time, turn to Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. It says that without faith, it is impossible to please him. But there's a reward for those who diligently seek him. So oftentimes when God gives us an assignment, when God gives us a promise, it's going to require us to step out on our faith and trust him. And once we do that, just as Hebrews 11 verse 6 tells us, there's going to be a reward on the other side. And when we read the story of Abraham, Abraham was definitely blessed. And regardless of what you're going through, stand on this truth, trust God, and know that something great is on its way. Until next time, live in truth.